You're watching your TV6 Morning News with Vicki Crystal, Andrew Lacombe, Aaron CAROTTA, and meteorologist Jennifer Perez.
Aaron CAROTTA is on the road, or the bike road that is, and he's got some adventures coming our way heading on down the road. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning, Vicki. It is an awesome adventure today. I'm on the adventure path, as you can see, and if you're looking for the alternative way to get to work today on a short haul, it's called a fat tire bike. And when we come back in the next half hour, I'm going to introduce you to Eric, the owner, and we're going to get the details on the seasonal change. So for right now, I'm Aaron CAROTTA, TV6 News, live from Marquette, the Quick Stop Bike Shop.
All right, thank you very much, Aaron. Catch up with you again in the next half hour. Morning's adventure has Aaron CAROTTA at the bike shop in Marquette with some tips getting ready for the trails. Good morning again, Aaron.
Good morning, Vicki. I'm off the actual path and I'm inside the Quick Stop Bike Shop here in Marquette, and I've got the owner with me, Eric. Eric, good morning. Nice to see you.
Good morning. It's good to see you.
What is going on in the fat tire world?
It's going, man.
I could tell.
Really
I mean, one, you've got a lot of experience, but two, you've got one of the nicest bikes I've seen. I mean, can you talk me through this bike?
Yeah. So this is our kind of our mid-level fat bike. These are part of our rental fleet, and also we sell them as new bikes as well. But it's pretty neat. 5-inch wide tires, so that's kind of our standard now with fat bikes. We've went from 4-inch to 5-inch, being the width of the tire. So 5 inches really gives you the biggest kind of squish or footprint out there for the snow.
And you say footprint, so the novice like me came in on this, and obviously I felt a lot more cushion than I normally would.
Yep.
Can I use this type of bike in the snow and in the spring and the summer?
Yeah. So this is really, truly our, as the bike industry would say, it's like their true all-season bike. You can ride it in the winter, you can ride it in the summer. It's really the only bike you can ride in the winter.
How long has this bike been around with a fat tire?
Surly is the bike company that first, I believe, came out with it. I think it was like 2008-ish, but I'm not totally positive on that.
I would assume you're getting the question a lot that, can I use it all year round, and what happens?
Yes, you can, right? You definitely can ride this all year round. It still has wheels. You can still ride in the summer. And a lot of people really prefer it because there is some benefits to it. You get great traction and some float and that kind of stuff. But we do see a lot of people that buy a fat bike with intentions of riding it year round, and they come back in June after they spent a while on their fat bike and move on to a regular mountain bike.
Like this one?
Yeah. Yep.
And
so,
go ahead. Yep.
Yeah, we're kind of spoiled in the bike industry right now because we have so many options of bikes. You know, it's like opening your Craftsman tool chest and having a whole bunch of different tools to pick from. So now we have what this bike is called a plus bike. So this is a tire size of a 2.8-inch wide, so it's not quite as big as a fat tire, but we gain some of the benefits of it. So a little bit more flotation, a little bit better traction. You get a little more damp ride with the lower pressures you can run. And then we have the standard full suspension mountain bike.
Full suspension is the key word here, right?
Yeah, yep. So we have suspension on the front and in the back. So this bike really smooths out the dirt. And the rocks and the roots, and super confident. And
speaking of dirt, rocks, and roots, you've got some pretty good trails that you can recommend. So when we come back in the next half hour, Vicki, we're actually going to find out which ones they are and what kind of bike we use, and then how do you tune it? So I'm Aaron CAROTTA right now, live in Marquette. When we come back, we'll see you guys for some more details.
Sounds great.
Back to you, Vicki.
Thank you very much, Aaron. We will catch up with you in another half hour.
Biking is geared toward the winter months, but after the snow melts, there are ways to get out and find some fun with your thick tires. TV6's Aaron CAROTTA is in Marquette at Quick Stop Bike Shop with more. Good morning again, Aaron.
Good morning, Andrew. And it is. A fat tire bike is an option, and as I'm learning now with Eric, the owner, you've got a lot of options. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning.
These are a lot of bikes, and obviously I'm the novice, so we've already went through the difference in bikes, but the season's changing, and we're 3 weeks away from hitting the trail.
That's what we're hoping.
Okay.
We just saw a post yesterday from the NTN that there's not quite enough snow to groom right now. Hopefully we don't get a whole lot more today, but yeah, so we are starting to transition into spring, where we're going to be riding dirt.
And what does that mean? If we got on the dirt, how do we transition the bikes that we've already had for the winter?
Yeah.
Can we tune them up here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. So a lot of times what we'll see in the spring is we're going to move into, transitioning from a fat bike if we had a fat bike, and moving into our spring bike, or I guess our summer bike. And we haven't touched this thing since, September, October,
Right.
maybe November. So it's always good to check out, bring it in, and or just go over some things at your house to see, check your chain wear. Chain checkers like this are a great tool to let you know how your chain wear is going. As we wear through our chain, we basically can kind of wear through the rest of our drivetrain. Otherwise, we can preventatively replace our chains, which are much more affordable than a full drivetrain, and get quite a few chains out of a cassette or a chain ring. So it's always in your best interest financially and performance-wise to make sure our chains are running where they should be. And then we had a pretty wet fall. We rode a lot when it was a little wet. And I definitely put my bike away wet, so there's probably some weird stuff going on. I haven't really looked at it yet. But yeah, it's always good to look at everything like that.
Basically, you've got a full entree of items that we could do here. It's a full tune, it's a tune-up plus, it's a basic tune.
Yeah.
If it's just something we'd bring to you, you can take a look at it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The tune-up plus from us is really the best value. We rip through the whole bike for you and make sure everything's going to be good for you.
And I also noticed that if you don't even need a tune-up on Tuesdays, like tonight at 6:30,
yeah.
I don't know if we're allowed to talk about this on television.
No way, yeah, let's do it.
There's a join-up that they can join.
6:30 every Tuesday, unless it's real, nasty out there.
All right. And we're going to do the boat show too, Andrew, this weekend. So you're also going to see Eric there at the bike show as well, because there are going to be bikes other than boats. And everything in this store is going to be 10% off.
Yeah.
Which is pretty special and pretty amazing. So
some good deals.
I appreciate you giving us the time this morning.
Yeah.
And we're going to throw it back to you, Andrew, back in the studio. I'm Aaron CAROTTA, TV6 News.
Thank you very much, Aaron. That's the Boat Sport and RV show coming up Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Well, your time